All right, guys, it's going to be a tough week. It's going to be a tough week, and at the end of it, we're going to get Aaron Rodgers. First of all, prayers out to Las Vegas. It's right down the street from here. It threw me for a loop yesterday. I'm still not recovered from that. Prayers to everybody affected, anybody affected. Congrats to Wade Phillips. I really liked Wade Phillips. I always like Wade Phillips. I like nice guys. I really do, because this world gives rights and lefts to nice guys, and you just got to take it and know that something good is in front of you or whatnot. But and not only that, people make you think that being nice is a problem. Like, oh wow, he can't be a leader because he's too nice. Oh, he can't do that because he's too nice. You can't be nice in this world. So, when I hear someone that is nice in spite of people saying stuff like that, it makes me feel good. And Wade is one of them. And when I see them have success in this world, they're already a success in their personal lives. I'll tell you that right now. They're already a success in their personal life. Everybody loves them. But for them to have success in their professional lives, I really love it. Now let's go to when Rob Ryan was fired, he was a scapegoat as well. Didn't care, because Rob's not a nice guy. He's just not. They're not nice guys. The reason we fired Wade, well, of course, he was too nice. That was number one. And number two, we had to have Jason Garrett. He was a quarterbacks coach over there with Miami, working under Nick Saban. So we had to have Jason Garrett as our coach. So we brought him over and we made him our offensive coordinator without any experience. Now I still got videos of me not really liking that. I wanted to have experience, call some plays or something before we just give him the job of offensive coordinator. So we gave Wade a neophyte offensive coordinator, and expected success, and we got success. I mean, he did well until the 1-7 start season. And during that 1-7 start season, he had to go over to the defense because Jerry fired the defense coordinator. So Wade had to just do the defense, and Jason Garrett did the offense, and we started off horribly. We had a horrible start, and someone caught it, and it was Wade. So fast forward to now, Garrett with 8-8 season, he's finally got to the stage where 2014 we put up a good year, 2015 and 2016, we put up a good year again. So he has two real strong seasons back to back, and the one that wasn't strong, we lost a quarterback. So Jason Garrett has done well, overall. Now, there are two things that concern me with Garrett completely. And I think you and me both share these same concerns, because it's the same things I hear from comments and from Dallas Cowboy fans everywhere all the time. But no, the first one is my personally, because I used to say this is a DC fanatic. And DC fanatic passed away 3 years ago now? And I used to say this all the time, and it's still more pertinent to this day. How are we still struggling with the offense that we've been running since 2007? That is 11 years ago. How is that offense not working like a well-ordered old machine? And let me tell you something. When you've been running the same thing for over 10 years, you've been running your same scheme, there's a whole lot of tape out of that. There's a whole lot of tape out there of that. So all these teams you're playing have tape, and they have tape of them playing that offense. Every team has a tape of them playing our offense. So to offset everybody knowing what we do, we have to be even better at what we do. We have to have all the nuances down at the offense. We have to have it tight, and we have to be able to manipulate you inside what we do. And we have not seen that type of sharpness in the offense. Now, I'm not a big pro football focused numbers guy, really, but I know what they do to gain their numbers are better than what me and you do when we just watch the game one time, drinking a beer or whatever, and we say what Zeke looks slow, or Zach and Dez need to work on their chemistry, and we just take that as the thing that's wrong with offense. And it's much deeper than that. And according to Pro Football Focus, there's only 5 players that are playing average or above. You got Zeke, you got Dak, you got Dez, you got Fred, and you got Zach Martin. Those are the 5 guys. Fred and Zach are playing at a high level. But those are the only ones. Everybody else is not playing well at all. And that's including some monsters like Witt and Tyron. And if Witten's not playing well, it ain't Witten's fault. Witten's got a 40-something too. If he's not playing well, it ain't Witten's fault. I'm going to tell you that straight up. So why isn't our offense clicking like it should? Because I was hoping for that. I was dependent on our offense to be clicking at all cylinders because our defense is not ready yet. Our defense probably won't be ready all season. If they do, it'll be late in the season. So I was looking for our offense to offset that. And our offense is average. I mean, they put up 30 points on the Rams, but still they're not crisp like they need to be. All right. This season, we're full of games that could cause us trouble. The formula to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and what we're putting out there this season is to have a great defense, good front seven best, and a running game. You hear me? Good defense that can affect our run game, and they have to be able to run. So we've already lost to the Rams, strong defense, running game. We've already lost to Denver, strong defense, running game. We have 2 games with the Redskins, strong defense, running game. We have 2 games with Philadelphia, strong front seven and running game. We have the Chargers, strong front seven, running game. We have the Falcons, just juggernaut altogether. We have the Chiefs, strong front seven, running game. We have the Seahawks, strong front seven and running game. That's 11 games of teams that have strong defenses and a running game. And right now we're 0-2 versus those teams. And those teams are the teams that we're going to have 2 things, going back to what I said. And those teams, we're going to have to come in with a better game plan than them. We're going to have to come in with better X's and O's than them, straight up off the beginning. And number 2, the game is probably going to be close, so those game management skills are going to have to come in play. So those are the two things. That offense should be running like never before, because we've been running the same offense forever. And our offense has problems with game management decisions. If another team makes adjustments, we can't make adjustments to counter that. We make wrong decisions at the wrong times. We can't do things. It's a lot going on with game management that we do not have a clue on how to do it effectively. And that's the thing. I thought the whole team knew that we need to get better in game management. We need to get better in game management. And we're going to call some specialists. Like, for instance, New England. New England probably has a book of game situations, of what to do in game situations. And Belichick probably has that thing memorized, because you have to have it memorized, because stuff happens too quickly, and he executes those things almost to a perfection. We have to have that, because that's on that next level, because we're not going to ever be in a situation where we're that much better than everybody that we can just walk out there and beat them. I know a lot of you was thinking that this year. I was thinking that at least for at least a third of the schedule. But we might not have, but maybe possibly one game that we should walk in there saying we should win and leave and win. Maybe the Chargers too. So I don't know. I think we're fine. Now, we're okay right now because the Giants are on, we're not the Giants. The Redskins are on par with us, and the Eagles have a stretch down the back end that's crazy. So I'm not saying we're nowhere near throwing in the towel yet. For those guys to have a better record than us at the end, they're going to have to do a lot of fighting as well. So the NFC East winner might end up 8-8 or 9-7. But I'm good with that as long as I'm playing good football at 9-7, win the East, and go into the playoffs strong. That doesn't bother me. But right now, we have to get our minds ready for some fights because every single week, Eagles twice, Redskins twice, Raiders, Chargers, Falcons, Chiefs, Seahawks, all those teams except for the Chargers, and Chargers have played well in every game. They can beat you. But those other teams, the Chiefs, the Falcons, the Seahawks, they all have proven to be tough. Very tough. All right. I'll talk to you.